All right, we're at the Trail Appliances Kitchen, January. It's a prime time for resolutions and setting intentions for the year ahead, making it the ideal time to start decluttering and organizing our homes. And here to help us get started is the professional organizer, Christa Jones, owner of Rose City Professional Organizing. Good morning, Christa.
Morning,
Good to see you again. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So why is January the perfect time to declutter and organize?
Our New Year's resolutions are being set, and a lot of people resolve to declutter and organize their homes to start the new year with a clean and fresh slate. We also see an influx of items over the holidays, right? Like decorations, Christmas gifts, and so that can add a lot of overwhelm to the stuff that we already own. And then thirdly, a lot of people spend more time indoors in the winter. So you want your home environment to be a peaceful and calm place so that you can reduce that effect of winter blues or seasonal depression.
Right, so we'll expand on that because what does an organized home do for our mental health?
Yeah, our mental health is so important in the winter, and studies show that cortisol levels actually increase during when you walk into a cluttered and disorganized environment. So women actually, their cortisol levels increase by up to 70%. So we want to make sure that that visual overwhelm, overstimulation on the brain isn't affected by the clutter, and we want to make sure that we're creating that calm and peaceful environment.
For sure. You got a lot of goodies here, but let's talk about your top 3 tips on getting your place organized.
So start small, work on a drawer, even just a shelf, because you have to pull everything out, so it can create a bigger mess. We want to keep our sentimental and keepsake items to last, working on things like pantries or bathrooms where you can find expired items, things that are easily decided upon. And then once you've decluttered and organized, you want to organize, with the bins and create boundaries so that you can make sure you're not overbuying or buying something you already own. It can also help to label everything so that your brain can easily notice where things are and where to put them away.
And actually, can you help us with some of the products that we're seeing here? You have bins in multiple sizes, and then you have some organizational tools too.
Yeah, so something like a turntable can be really great in a pantry or a fridge where, you don't have to dig through things to get to the back and you're knocking stuff over.
Especially like a corner cabinet where you
Works
don't,
great in the corner.
Yes.
Perfect. And then in your drawers, some people just throw everything into the drawer. It's the junk drawer. Once you organize with something like this, with the boundaries and everything has its own little home, it's no longer a junk drawer, it's a utility drawer.
What about for where you get all of your stuff? Because there's a lot of places, but there are some things that are more good quality than others.
Exactly. If you purchase at the Dollarama, you won't be able to return. So we do recommend purchasing from stores where you can return if the item doesn't fit in that space. However, I recommend purchasing items from thrift stores so that you can be sustainable. And a lot of people have these kind of products in their home already, so make sure you use what you already have first.
Then at what point do you think, oh, man, I think I should call in the professionals. I can't do this all myself.
Yeah, whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, sometimes just the thought of it makes you kind of stressed and anxious. So call us at that point. But if you've pulled everything out and you started and then you get stuck, that's a great time to call us as well. We do all of the shopping for products for you, and then we can come in and physically help you sort everything. We compassionately declutter, coach you through the process to find any donations, and then we organize and label for you in a way that's going to function for your family, and we drop off all the donations after.
Christa, thank you so much for joining us today, and Happy New Year. Here's to a great 2026.
Thanks.
More organization. For more information and inspiration, you can visit rosecityprofessionalorganizing.com.